Bandai Namco and CC2 have reinstated to us that they are looking at doing balance patches and that they are trying to listen to the community. Just today on Twitter, I've seen that they've posted a post about how they've done their balance patches in the past and how they will do balance patches moving forward. Upon clicking onto this article is on the official Naruto official website, and it talks about the balance patch that they have just done for 1.20, and they basically show you clips of what they did to improve the priority of Jutsu. So in version 1, you can see that the Rasengan wins, but in version 1.20 you can see the chakra dash wins. So they're already showing examples of how they've made changes, especially changes with leader change within the air and how it now gets rid of enemy supports. Very useful indeed. And they're also going on about how leader switch time has been adjusted as well. They basically go on to talk about the statistics of their satisfied compared to unsatisfied responses based on what happened with the latest update, and they're talking about what they plan on doing that with further balance updates. They actually say here, version 1.30 contains the adjustments that were made before the survey and is intended to improve the usability of some characters. Adjustments based on the feedback of the survey are scheduled to be delivered in 1.40. So what does this mean exactly? As they are basically saying about intended to improve the usability of some characters, it looks like they are basically just looking to adjust characters that currently need adjusting. They actually give an example here saying Sasuke Taka was unable to pursue with chakra dash after an error combo. So they've basically gone ahead and fixed that. So you will be expecting to see that fix in version 1.30 as it says there. So if they're still focusing on character updates, this means that we should hopefully see nerfs to the characters like Hagoromo, because people have been asking for Hagoromo nerfs for a while. I know that some people have been asking for it for a long time and it hasn't been done in the last update, so some people are getting frustrated with that, but hopefully we will see nerfs to Hagoromo and his lightning jutsu soon, as it is very potent and very annoying and can pretty much stop the momentum of a match very consistently. And then hopefully with this, I'm hoping alongside Hagoromo we do see nerfs to Ishiki as well, because Ishiki is also a real pain in the neck right now. So in their last little comment off the page, they actually talk about that in the survey we received a lot of comments such as I can now enjoy even more strategic and speedy battles, or this update is part of the game which has not been improved in the previous series, so I'm happy as a fan. The feedback we have received from the players has made us determined to make the game better than ever before. So this seems like they're actually determined to actually keep the game going on a healthy lifespan by providing a lot of good updates, and the way they can provide these updates is if they actually listen to us. Whether they're listening to us or not is actually a whole different ballgame. In their last statement they say, we would like to consider your feedback and make the most of it in our future development. We hope for your continued support of Naruto, Boruto, Omen and Storm connections, and please stay tuned for more information. So it seems like they will be asking and seeking for more advice and more feedback from us, the players, in order to help them make the game the best that they can make it be. So I'm actually gonna spin my opinion on this because I do have some strong opinions as to how the game could be in a better state. Now don't get me wrong, I'm happy that CC2 and Bandai are looking at character balancing, because character balancing is important when looking at the competitive side of Naruto Storm connections. But I think just slightly before we look at character balancing, there are some key fundamental parts to the actual game modes themselves that need fixing, and I'm pretty sure you'll know what I'm talking about when I say the endless modes or just the online modes in general. The custom lobby endless modes and the tournament modes and things aren't working correctly as needed. Anything above 4 players basically has the lobby crash or the lobby not work at all. Sometimes even when you're just having 2 or 3 players in a lobby, the lobby can still not work and you have to make a brand new one, and this can make playing Storm very frustrating because after you've made about 3 or 4 lobbies, you kind of just want to give up making them because they're not working as much. So I think importantly, they do need to fix the endless and the tournament modes or just the online custom lobby modes so that having 8 people in an endless will actually work. What's the point in having 8 people as an option when the game doesn't work with 8 people? Regardless of region, even if you have 8 all EU players in, all those EU players aren't going to play with each other because for some reason the game just can't handle it. I just find it really strange how in Storm Generations, Storm 3, Storm 4 and Storm Revolution they were able to do these lobbies with no problem at all, but Storm Connections comes around on the PS5 and the Xbox Series and the PC and these lobbies aren't working. We're on better systems now and it's just not working at all, and I don't understand why this is the case. Over the years, a lot of people have gained friendships and a lot of us have met through meeting each other in endless lobbies and tournament modes, as well as the player matches and rank matches of course. And the community has come together thanks to the endless modes and the tournament modes and what content creators like myself are able to do with them. Content creators like myself can't help you keep the game alive if we cannot keep the community-based things, such as endless, working. So guys, we need this working. CC2 Bandai, we really do need endless mode working if you really want this game to last and to continue to do well. Then yeah, after that, that's when you could look at doing character balancing. I mean, yeah, I know the Hagoromo nerfs are urgent, and I'm sure a lot of people have different urgencies in different areas. Some players would rather the character balancing over everything. Some characters just want all the DLC like instantly, and other players would like to see things such as the lobby fixes as well. There's things that need to be fixed, and I'm sure that these things will be a step at a time, and I'm sure a lot of us are being very patient, but CC2 Bandai, please listen to us when we're expressing the very urgent needs that need attending to, which is like lobby systems, because the lobbies, especially the custom lobbies, just aren't working as they should be. Now, obviously, it is pretty obvious news that Kurenai may or may not be the next DLC character, so if/when she does release, which is probably coming up to May, I'd like to imagine, I think this is when we can expect this next balance patch with Taka Sasuke being improved, and then not only that, but hopefully we might see some Hagoromo nerfs and some Ishiki nerfs as well. And then I'd like to imagine that with the last survey that they've done, we will be seeing nerfs to characters like Shikamaru and Tamari maybe a little bit further, as they're being used a lot with Hagoromo and Ishiki and are pretty much dominating the meta right now. But basically, I am making this video to reinstate that Bandai and CC2 are actually looking at listening to us, but the case of if they're actually listening to all areas, or if they only have certain things they can and cannot do, that could be depending variable factors here. Hopefully they are able to dish out all the fixes that we request. Anyways, I think the future for Storm Connections is looking bright. The game is said to be more of a grower, not a shower, and I do agree with that statement. That's actually a statement that Senju in Japan has said on Twitter, and I couldn't agree more with it, honestly. I think this game is something that will get better over time. It's just hoping this happens faster than anything, because I think some people are beginning to get tired of some of the things that aren't working in this game. Anyways, I'm gonna call it an end to the video there. Thank you all for watching. As always, it's been your boy Poison Akami. Janet.